Question here, that do they ever any questions?
Yes. Could you talk about the writing academy that's on?
We had a writing academy over here. It had a little pony circle, which I think probably a lot of people remember, but more than that, the idea of the writing academy was to allow people who lived in the country club district to have their horses nearby. And we had a whole set of riding trails out into Mission Hills and Johnson County that were laid out, and through the 1920s and even into the 1930s, a lot of folks would do their horseback riding out that way. I think it was Will Rogers that said that the back of a horse is good for the outside of a horse is good for the horse and for the man. I'm misquoting him here, but nonetheless, it's implying that a good horseback ride will give you a good workout and keep you regular. This
is a contemporary assessment. That's good. Would anybody else have a question? Tom, I saw you first.
I heard an interesting story about how you got Wolferman to come down here.
Well, that was an important decision. Mr. Wolferman was interested in building a large grocery store. And I sold him a piece of land there on 47th Street at, I believe it's Wyandotte. But at any rate, he put that up. He also put in a bakery up on the second floor of that building. And unlike essentially any grocery store in Kansas City, or I guess most other places, he had a meat department, he had a dairy department, he had a produce department, he had a canned good department, which would be what a grocery store would have been anywhere else, all in the same building, plus the bakery. To my way of thinking, that's what they started calling in the late 1930s a supermarket. Mr. Wolferman opened in 1925. And so I think we could say that the first supermarket was in Kansas City, but I don't see anybody putting that in history books. There was a question about